Well, good morning, Valerie.
Good morning, Rosie.
How are you today?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm a little shocked though. We have one full week left in January.
I know. Lieutenant Dan is about ready to bark, so I'm like anticipating it. I know. I cannot believe we have only 1 week left of this month.
I know, it's crazy. I was talking to somebody over the weekend about the Activate class, and I said that we were having this virtual Q&A on Wednesday, the 25th. And he said, oh my God, next week is already the 25th. Yes, yes, just sailing through 23 already, just like we have the last three. Actually, all of our years, we just seem to notice them more. Maybe as we get older, I don't know. So you celebrated your birthday yesterday.
I know. Today is like the lull between my birthday and your birthday, which is tomorrow.
We should do something to bridge that gap. We should just, make, if yours falls on like a Friday and mine falls on a Sunday in any year, we should just spend the whole weekend at some hotel, just partying all weekend long.
Let's do it.
I'll check the calendar to see when that might happen. It's not going to be for a while though, I don't think, because we've already eased into the first week, so maybe 6 years from now, which will be great timing because tomorrow when I turn 62, I will start counting on the days till I turn 67 and can officially retire. And by Tuesday afternoon, I hope to have the exact number of days that is. Although everybody that knows me goes, yeah, right, you'll never retire.
I know, never retire. I can't sit still.
I'm going to be that woman on the Facebook, the news Facebook posts that says, and here's Rosie Lee, 92, still teaching veterans how to start business.
I can totally see that. I totally see that.
So you just kind of chilled for your birthday yesterday?
Yeah, we went and walked around downtown St. Pete and took our new rescue, Lieutenant Dan, and he did really well. He was like, I mean, I get to be out with all these people. Yeah, we were really, oh, he's sure he's chewing on something he's supposed to. Yep, he is. And then we went to had Booyah Ramen, which is one of my faves, in downtown St. Pete, and then came home. All four of the boys took a little nap.
I love that photo of all the boys stretched out on the couches. It's like, oh, the day did them in, and of course it's still up and doing stuff.
Yeah, it's so funny. And then went to a friend's house that lives on the beach and watched sunset for
nice.
And that was it. Yeah, it was super relaxing, super chill. I've been kind of feeling off last week, so it was good time.
Yep. So you finished your 50th year of life, because we celebrate our birthdays at the end, and you're entering your 51st year of life. Any difference in goals now that you've reached that milestone, that golden year?
No, I mean, this year we've decided we're going to be more physically active outside of exercise. We tend to try to exercise 3 to 5 times a week, but now we're looking at, I think we talked about this last time, pickleball and golfing, and I think every year just picking up a new skill keeps the mind sharp and
absolutely
the body moving. My mom always says use it or lose it, so you got to keep moving. That's about it. And I'm not taking shit from anybody.
So that's not any different. That is not any different.
No.
And I know who to call when I don't want to take shit from anybody. I just call you. One of the first things that you told me, personal things that you told me when we were getting to know each other, those first few months when you didn't like me and then you decided you did. Was I don't remember what it was, but you said, I can break their thumbs. And now anytime somebody pisses me off, I was like, I'm going to call Valerie and she's going to break their thumbs. I'm just going to call their thumbs. I can't do it myself, but I have a battle that can do it for me. So
are your nails blue for being an Aquarius? Is that blue?
It is blue. And no, it's just because I really fell in love with the color after Zach's wedding in October. I just love that color. So anyway. So
I don't do my nails, but I did get blue on my toes for
nice.
Yeah,
nice.
Anyway, what's going on with Action Zone?
So as I said before, we're doing the Q&A, the virtual Q&As on Wednesday nights. We'll be doing this Wednesday and the next 2 Wednesdays after that, because Activate starts on February 11th. I say that and I'm like, is that right? Yeah, that's a Saturday, February 11th. And it's an 8-week program, as everybody knows, but if you're new, it lets you in. It's an 8-week program. It teaches you how to build your business model and develop a strategy for going from where you are to where you want to be. Just a fabulous program. And aside from, I do want to say that and make sure that people know that they can come to the virtual, or they can just sign up for the class if they already know, because we've spoken to so many people that said, well, now's not the right time, maybe not next time. This class is in person in Ybor, Saturday mornings, 9 to 1. And I just wanted to say this weekend, I spent one of those weekends where 90% of my time was in front of the computer, getting ready for Activate. And I was interrupted on 2 different occasions, actually, once on Saturday and once on Sunday, about notifications from one or more of the veterans groups that I belong to, that somebody had posted about a business startup class. And the people that posted comments about them just hit it right on the head. One of them, and I won't mention any names or any websites, but one of them, the guy started a business boot camp for veterans in November of last year. If you look at his profile on LinkedIn, he's kind of had a lot of different professional activities over the years since he finished being in the service, which is common. I mean, I've got a big history in my toolbox too. But his business acumen isn't proven by anything you can find on the internet. And in fact, if you click the link that he says to sign up for his class, it's just a Stripe page that charges you $999 for his 90-day class, which I think is pretty ballsy. $10 a day. Okay, so that's not bad. Some people will spend that at Starbucks, but oh my gosh, people pay attention. And unfortunately, everybody that posted a comment on that particular link had mentioned that, I guess somewhere in the ad, it says that they'll give you funding, but they don't guarantee the funding. And apparently they don't guarantee, they say there's a money back guarantee, but there's nothing on the Stripe page to tell you that there's what this business program is, who's running it, what qualifications they have. Then the second one was very similar, different operation altogether. A company that was offering entrepreneurship support services to veterans. And I think that one was $5.99. But again, no real data or information about what the program entailed, what the past history was of people who have taken that program. I couldn't find on that one. I could not find when that business opened, although I looked. It was hard to track down what state they came from. But I did ultimately find out that they haven't been in business for very long, even though I didn't see the Secretary of State paperwork. But that brings about this. I say all that to say this. If you are going to get help starting a business, the first thing you need to do is check out the sources of the people who are offering to help you. Because, and you made a point of this sometime recently, and I think in one of our Activate classes in the last couple of years, that just because they are a veteran or say they're a veteran supporter does not mean that they have your best interests at heart.
Right.
And when you're charging $1,000 for a program that has no information about it, and you've only been offering this for 2 months, essentially 2 months, use your head. Common sense will tell you that these kind of opportunities are not real. And just like you don't want to get scammed by somebody, do your research. You don't have to come to Action Zone. We have people all over the country that can't because they don't live in Florida and they're not available for any of our virtual classes. But find a resource in your area and then check them out, because it's a really bad feeling, as you and I both know, to get scammed by somebody. And it costs you time and it costs you money, but more importantly, it costs you trust. And that's really hard to internalize again and try to take a step forward. How many veterans and military spouses have we spoke with in the last almost 5 years now that said, I've been to this program and this program, and nobody helped. I don't know when you want to try yours. That's a shame.
Yeah.
Because there are good resources out there, but
Right.
You have to the onus is on you to check them out and make sure that they're legit.
Yeah.
And Action Zone isn't for everybody. Neither are any of these others. You have to find the one that makes sense for you and you fit in there and they fit with what you're trying to accomplish, and then see how it goes. But just don't go in walking in blindly.
Yeah, it's just like finding a gym or the type of workout that, you like to do, that you enjoy doing. It gets you the results that you want. And all of these organizations that make a promise or offer resources to help you start your business, it's the same thing. Action Zone may not be the program for you, but there are a lot of other ones and that might be, that are good and legitimate, just like
Yeah.
you're saying.
Yeah, just check them out.
Mhm. And there's all free programs. There's a lot of free programs. Like, check out the free programs first. And I know there's some debate about that. Like, if you pay, you'll be more invested, because our attrition rate is atrocious.
Yeah,
But
and that's not on us. That's on,
um,
people, the commitment of people.
people, right? And they sometimes, if it's a free program, they don't see the value in it. They're not as committed, and sometimes people realize that entrepreneurship isn't for them. And in our minds, and Action Zone's eyes, that's an we're doing an economic service to
Mhm.
that individual and the local economy, by them realizing that entrepreneurship is not for them.
Yeah,
So it's definitely not a failure on their part. It's just, it's not for them.
it is. And actually it is a success, because the time and money that they're saved by learning that it's not what some people think doing their own business is.
Yeah.
It's a lot of pain and agony that they've been saved from by learning early.
Yeah.
That's not the right. And it's no different than having a business concept in your mind that you're really passionate about, and you start to launch it and you're doing all that discovery stuff, and you realize either that the thing already exists and you can't improve upon it, or the thing you wanted to do and so passionate about isn't viable and you don't have another idea.
Right.
I'm reminded of Nikki Wilson, who went through the very first Action Zone cohort, and
Mhm.
her product was just for her. She was so passionate about it as is it deep water?
Open water,
Open water swimming,
swimmer, yeah.
and wanted to develop, a keychain, because she was the one that had to carry everybody's car keys, because she had a non-digital vehicle. And then went out to California to swim to Alcatraz and discovered that there was already one on the market. And she was so enamored by it and knew that it had everything that she needed, that she abandoned the idea of creating one, because why recreate the wheel? She didn't have anything to add to it. So she didn't. And that really was very beneficial for her. She saved a lot of the technology alone in what she was trying to accomplish was would have been expensive and time consuming. So yeah, it's not just because you come in, you have an idea and you go to a program and it doesn't work, doesn't mean that nothing is going to work. Sometimes you just have to tweak it a little bit to make it. Or
you discover your business idea is not going to work because there's already something on the market, or not enough through your customer discovery. You haven't been able to determine whether people will actually pay for it. Are you really solving a problem? And all of that. Okay. It's a journey,
Yeah, it is. It's just another step. And by the time you get to be old and crusty like me, you got all these great stories of these journeys you went on. Some of them were fruitful, some of them were not, but they were all part of your story. And definitely make a difference as you keep moving forward in life. Those things have influence and impact and make you better in the long run. Going back to what we were talking about paying for classes or getting them for free. Action Zone Pro Activate this particular cohort is sponsored by Veterans Florida. Veterans Florida is a nonprofit created by the state to administer funding that was earmarked specifically for veterans. Veterans Florida has the SkillBridge program, which has been hugely successful across the state. They have an agriculture program, which is just such a fascinating thing. I wish that I could be in that program and learn the things that they're learning. To either develop ag tech or to build farms, profitable farms, or to understand horticulture or the plants that we have in Florida in specific. and how they manage an ecosystem. Anyway, great program. We've had a couple of their ag program people come through the business startup program as well, so that they can now package what they have. They have
It all kind of works together.
yeah, it does. They have career source reps to help veterans find jobs, especially trained veterans, I believe, are the career source people, and work with veterans to find the jobs. And then the state has a matching training grant to help veterans. So if you are a business that has a position open and you've interviewed some people and one of them is a veteran and they've got all the great characteristics, but maybe are shy just one or two skills that you need, then the program funded through Veterans Florida will help you pay for that programming, up to $8,000 matching grant for training that veteran. So, and then of course the entrepreneurship piece. So while the veterans don't have to pay for the classes, the state is providing it for you. So while it's a free to you program, it's not a free program. It's costing the taxpayers of Florida money. And so it does have value. And I guess that's all I have to say about it. I don't know where that turn was going, but it stopped somewhere along the path.
Well, we're just really honored to be part of the Veterans Florida network, and they're doing great things for veterans across the state, to include sponsoring entrepreneurship programs and networking events to bring military community together to support small businesses. So
yeah, and speaking of that, in Orlando is another network partner called Veteran Entrepreneurship Initiative, and VEI. They are holding a conference for one day. FAVOB is going to be there as well. A bunch of other things. We'll drop a link in there. If you have the opportunity to jump out there, I think it's on February 22nd or 23rd, to jump out there, attend, because there's going to be a lot of different resources for veterans at that conference just for a day. So you can network, you can learn about resources that are available to you. You can meet Action Zone, because we'll be there, and FAVOB, who is another one of our partners and another network partner of Veterans Florida, the Florida Association of Veteran-Owned Businesses. So we'll drop the link to that conference in the chat. Would love to have you come out. Orlando seems like it's a long way away, only because you have that Interstate 4 corridor that's such a pain to get through. But we have so much in Tampa, and then we're in such close proximity to the hub of the state in other areas. So and I love the guys at VEI. They're just great guys. They also have been a Veteran Florida partner with another organization before starting their own. So they're kind of like kin.
Yeah.
I think very highly of them.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I talked to Stuart this weekend, actually. Or was it this weekend? It all runs together when you turn 50.
Like you turned 62, my friend.
Yeah, I think Friday I talked to him, and he was telling me about the event that I think they're co-partnering on it, FAVOB and VEI, but he also shared that they are doing a statewide female veteran business owner event.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, statewide, but specifically at their 4 chapters that they have now. So Tampa, Orlando, Space Coast, and Panhandle. So the actual physical events. So look forward to participating in that.
Yeah, that'll be great. That'll be great.
Yeah. So anyway, all right, register. Oh,
one more big announcement.
Oh,
tomorrow night is the workshop everybody loves, and that's Dr. Russ Barn delivering his government contracting workshop.
Yeah.
It'll be at the ECC tomorrow night at 6 o'clock. There is, since Jenny Clark left, Russ is the expert in government contracting, and it's not what you think. He really gives you actionable steps that you can take to put yourself in a position, if you're looking to be a government contractor, to get those things in the right hands of the right people and make sure that you are equipped with everything you need to do that. But I want to say this as well. The tools he gives you in the government contracting arena are also so very helpful for you to be prepared to submit bids to local and national organizations that have diversity initiatives that set aside money for veteran-owned businesses, contracts that are specific for veteran-owned businesses. And by going through the government contracting workshop with Russ, you learn some of the things, the same details that you're going to need to provide services to like Microsoft and Macy's, and Macy's not, they're not there anymore, are they? Okay, so don't forget I said
No,
Macy's.
Macy's is still there.
Is it? I was thinking that's not, must be the one that I
No,
was.
not J.C. Penney, Sears.
Yeah, yeah. Any of those big organizations, and names that we don't even know, they're big. There's a billion big companies that do things that we're not even aware they do. And if you drive anywhere down the outskirts of Tampa, you'll find these big office buildings. You go, what the heck do they do? Anyway, the point is, this workshop isn't just for people who want to get into government contracting. If you want to get contracts from any kind of organization, this workshop will help you get the things you need done in your business so that you're prepared to go after those, in addition to the government contracting. I'm off my soapbox.
Well, and he's just so knowledgeable on so many things, entrepreneurship. So
and he's so damn likable.
Likable.
Just so damn likable. I just love Russ. My brother from another mother, my older brother from another mother when he watches it.
Oh, funny.
So tomorrow night, ECC in person, government contracting. Wednesday night and the next two Wednesday nights online virtually with me talking about the Activate program and how that's going to start on February 11th and whether it's a good fit for you or not. So be there, be square. We'll see you both places.
Okay. And you're dropping all the links in the chat?
I am.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks, Battle. And oh, what are you doing for your birthday tomorrow? Working?
Actually, I will be at the ECC in the middle of the day, but I'm meeting my kids for breakfast in the morning in Tampa at one of my favorite places. And then before I go into the office, maybe I'll have some birthday luck.
What's the birthday, or where's your favorite breakfast place?
Oh, it's not my favorite breakfast place. It's just my favorite place.
Oh,
but they happen to serve breakfast, and they happen to be sometimes a very lucky place.
Oh, you're going to the casino.
Yay! So I'm having breakfast with the kids in the morning, then I'm gonna play for about an hour before I have to head off to the office. What a great way to start your birthday, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. That's awesome. Well,
so if you all are at the casino on Tuesday morning, come and see me. I'll be in one of those machines. I'll be hopefully being the one going, yay! But otherwise, just come up and say happy birthday and say good morning.
Yeah, awesome. Well, happy birthday, Battle. Love you. And everybody else, have a great week.
Yep. Bye.
Bye.